All right, welcome back to another edition of Socialists Are Stupid. Today, I'm going to go over some of the crazy things that are happening within the media, their agenda, their propaganda. It's not very easily noticed by many, and they're believing what they're saying, and these opinions that socialism is the grand oasis that everyone wants and should have. And so I wrote something earlier today, and I wanted to just read it off first. Let's see here. So here we go. I have debated nearly every day over the last 3 years of my life hundreds of socialists to understand their insanity. I even study this stuff for hours a day, again, to try and understand why they want socialism, and made this YouTube channel with very simple examples and common sense analogies of their stupidity, devoted to help show Americans the dangers of an oppressive society that only has one path: suffering. American socialists have a twisted definition of it, though, thanks to the media's 24 hours a day agenda of opinions and propaganda. I have news for you. News is dead. I've said this before. The Democrats' media outlets are now filled with hate and rage instead of hope, optimism, and patriotism. Every day, it's gossip is gospel instead of truth and justice. Guilty by society instead of innocent before proven guilty. There is no news on how good our economy is doing. It's just hate on Trump. And hypocrisy and twisting of the truth is the name of the game. Where Americans have been told they can have everything for free and everyone will be equal, America's transformation of a global one world order will be a utopia. Well, Hitler said the same thing. He also said if you tell a big enough lie and tell it frequently enough, it will be believed. Little did the Germans, the Soviet Union, nor the Venezuelans now know the hidden dangers of government control and oppression while promising prosperity for all. You are no longer free to excel and be better than others through hard work and dedication, which is what? The American dream. So, I had another little spot here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. The media and the rise of socialism has stomped on the graves of millions of Americans over hundreds of years of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears to build a free country. A grand experiment of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights is the very foundation of who we are and what we represent. A limited government with limited power. Freedom to succeed and prosper, freedom to bear arms that shall not be infringed, is all under attack. These are dangerous times. Trump has interrupted their movement, and that is why they hate him. They can't control him. So they bully him every hour of every day, and they will do anything to stop him. So remember, 2020 is coming up fast. We're seeing more and more gun control as well. I've seen some states now trying to enact these bills that if somebody, a family member, a friend, says you're mentally unstable, guess what they can do? They can legally come in and take your guns. Again, it's guilty by society instead of innocent before proven guilty. This is only getting worse and worse, and we have to be very careful about how far we let these news medias and socialism rise. If they ever come into full three branches of power and they push this agenda too hard, there is the worry. I mean, what has happened before the Revolutionary War? And nowadays, when you look at the amount of guns in America, there's about 300 million weapons in this country now, with 1 billion rounds of ammunition. It is the world's largest army, and about 60 to 70% of those weapons are owned by conservatives and Republicans. So, I don't know why the Democratic Party is switching over to this push and this drive, going further and further to the left. Never seen such a push. So we'll see what happens as time progresses here. hopefully we can keep them under control. And my hope is that a lot of the people now that are believing in this propaganda by the news and this hatred and this belief of everything, let's give everybody free stuff, free this, free that. We'll give you a free job. But they don't tell you that it's going to be $5 an hour and they're going to keep all the money. They're going to keep everything. And it's hard for me to believe and fathom that Americans want this. It's insane. I can't figure them out. But they've been brainwashed so long through this media. They've been doing it for decades. They're just getting really aggressive now. It's crazy. So I just wanted to throw that one out there. Hope it helps you guys understand a little bit of the big picture of what's happening out there right now. And remember, 2020 is coming up soon. You got to be very careful. See you guys later.